You muted me.
How are you?
Fine. How are you?
I
Greetings.
am I am doing great. I am doing great. I am doing great. It is so great to be back for our June 9th edition of Tantalizing Tuesday. I want to thank everyone who came out early. You know, it's we're only on Tuesday and it's been a rough week already, isn't it? Hasn't it, Rayceen?
Yes, it has.
Yes, it
It's
has
very
been. Yes, it has been. So I'm glad that we are all here because we have a show for everyone today. So before we get into anything else, let us do our shameless plugs. So, first, that we will be talking about tonight. So it's Tantalizing Tuesdays, and that is a part of the Spring and Summer 2020 Racing Pendarvis on live that we are doing YouTube Live and Facebook Live. So, of course, you guys know about Music Mondays with Racing Pendarvis, which is at 12 noon Eastern on Facebook Live. Then we have Tantalizing Tuesdays with Racine Pendarvis at 11 p.m. Eastern on Facebook Live and YouTube Live. And thank you guys who are out there watching us now on YouTube. And of course, featuring me with a crown. I love that picture. It's a cute pic. I'm giving them, royal energy. And then Wednesdays, we have Read a Book Wednesdays with Racine Pendarvis. That is at 12 noon Eastern on Facebook Live. So make sure you come out, lean into all that literature, lean into all of that reading, because reading is fundamental. Okay, and then of course we have our first Wednesday special, the most recent one being on June 3rd, and we have another special one coming up for you in July. So July 1st will be our next one, then August 5th, and each month during the Ask Racing Show's temporary hiatus. So we look forward to giving you guys more content as first Wednesdays come. Please also, if you want more of Team Racing, make sure that you are subscribed to this YouTube channel. Right now, we have so many things going on from this screen right here. You can see we have our Spotlight series where we interview organizations and people in and around, locally in and around. Some of them are sponsors, and we shine a spotlight on them and, really talk about the business, what they do in the community, and how much they mean to the Ask Racing show and Team Racing in particular. Here you can also see our candidate interviews. We have done candidate interviews with all those who have been running in the 2020 primary elections and special elections here locally. So we have interviews with those. We have our other 15 Racing vlogs, which are really fun. You get a behind the scenes of what we do. So to get into all of that and to see everything that Team Racing is doing, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. That is youtube.com/c/team Racine. And if you're here now watching us, go ahead, subscribe. The button is right there. Subscribe. Tap that notification bell so that you never miss out when we do something new. Because one of the things we are doing new, we are doing a live interview. So we are doing live in the minute, on the minute interviews during the week, and you don't want to miss that notification. So if you're not subscribed, you'll miss it. So go ahead and subscribe to our Team Racing YouTube channel. It's totally free. And if you have a Gmail account, subscribing only takes one click. So come out and subscribe to everything that we're doing, and like, comment, and share as well. Thank you guys so much. Don't forget as well to follow our social media at Team Racine on Twitter, facebook.com/Team Racine, and Instagram at Team Racine. If you want to catch up with all that we're doing, all the events that we're doing, and any upcoming things put on by Team Racine Productions, you can find all that information at teamracine.eventbrite.com. And to just keep up with all the things that we're doing on screen, once again, comment, like, share, and most of all, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We also want to give everyone the opportunity to follow everything that we're doing. So make sure that you go ahead, follow the Team Racine social media, the Racing fans social media, so you can get some news. the TR Media, which is all our promotions. Then the Ask Rayceen Show social media, follow that as well as follow Rayceen Pendarvis, the legendary mother, high priestess of love, queen of the shameless plug, empress of pride, and goddess of TC herself. At Rayceen HRH on Twitter, at Rayceen Pendarvis on Instagram, and Rayceen.pendar, Facebook.com/Rayceen.pendarvis. And you can also follow me on social media at It's Krylios. That is ITSKRYLIOS at It's Krylios on Twitter and on Instagram. So thank you guys for following with us and being here with us, because I think it's just about time to start the show. I think it is just about time to start the show. How are we doing tonight, right? See, honey, that was a mouthful, girl. It's a mouthful. And it's Tantalizing Tuesdays, girl. It's Tantalizing Tuesdays. We love a mouthful. Yes, we do. So, of course, I want to welcome everyone to Tantalizing Tuesdays. I am Krylios, Team Rayceen Productions MC and producer. And it is my pleasure to welcome the fantastic, the flexible, the acrobatic, the erotic, the empress of pride, Miss Rayceen Pendarvis. Hey Ray, how are ya? Give a look, give a look, give a look, give a look.
Greetings and salutations all. I hope everyone is doing well. Who's joining us in the Pleasure Palace?
Oh, yes, we do have a couple of people in our Pleasure Palace right now, and we are so excited to have them enter into what we will be giving tonight. So, with our first segment tonight, or first round of group action, Rayceen is your top moneymaker. But she's also part of the team. We love her. She is also one of our favorites that is here. And we also have for the first time here as well. So we have a first time guest and a long time presenter, a long time announcer. So let's welcome to the stage Monique, Diop, or East of the River correspondent. And let's also welcome Elcid Johnson from Whitman-Walker Health. Hello, 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 everyone. It's so great to have you here tonight.
Great. How's everyone?
Good. Hey, Elcid.
Can you hear us?
Elcid.
We're experiencing.
You're on mute. Unmute it. Hey, Elcid.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Hey,
How are you guys? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. How is everyone doing? How are you? It's so great to see you. It's so great to see everyone tonight.
Good.
Each of you tell us about yourselves. I mean, Monique has been here a lot. Tell me, how's the week been for you, Monique?
The week has been kind of crazy. I had got into some car trouble. So I had to go get my car. We're still doing a lot of things over here in Ward 8. One of the things I'm working on is communicating with everybody. So, if you have my email address, send me your email address, friend's email address, because we need to start gathering information and also to speaking to each other within our own communities.
Oh, I see. And thank you so much, Monique. And of course, we have Elcid here from Whitman-Walker. Hey, Elcid, how's everything going? Tell me about your week so far.
My week has been really, really good. I took some vacation time so that I could go and protest with the people down by the White House. So last week was really nice. And today I'm just getting back to work. So this is the first thing I get to do for work.
Oh, well, welcome back.
Right.
What about you, Krylios? What you been doing?
I think it's a little delay, but
Yeah.
well, I think you've been on before. So everybody, I am from Whitman-Walker Health. I am a youth ambassador. So I do testing. I go out to different community events and educate the public on staying safe and PrEP and all of those things that you see on bus stops and bus signs all over Washington, D.C. about Whitman-Walker Health.
So, being a youth ambassador, do you work with the schools?
Yeah, so we used to go into schools really heavily. However, now we just started a new program where we're trying to do prep school, as to where we go into schools and teach them about safe sex and things of that nature, and then go really into detail about prep and pre-exposure prophylaxis. Oh, so Krylios is back.
Yes, thank you, thank you. A lot is going on, honey. I don't know what is going on tonight, the internet, the everything, but we're just gonna push on. We are just going to push on. Yes, we are. But welcome to Tantalizing Tuesdays. You know, let's get spicy, let's get sexy, let's get tantalizing.
But before we do that, we need to pose.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we pose for the thumbnail.
Let's.
Is the thumbnail going to take us into 4 boxes on the main screen, or is it going to be like the screen I'm looking? Because I'm so confused, right?
Yes, it's 4 of us right here on the screen.
On your screen, but on my screen, it's just you, and then it's up at the top. It's not like the 4 that I normally see all the time.
Your speaker view might be on, so you might want to check that out.
My speaker view is on. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's the better view. Okay.
Yes. Do you see the view?
I see everybody now.
Awesome. Okay, great. There we go. All right, guys. So, give us the latest tantalizing news, Rayceen. What are you feeling? What's going on?
What am I feeling?
Yes.
You don't want to know what I'm feeling because it's hard to click on and get in the mood when so much is going on. but it's called life. You have to roll with the punches. Yes. So at the end of the day, it's a lot going on. I had the honor over the weekend to thanks to Good Projects DC, I was down at the march and the protest for Black Lives Matter. Mm-hmm. I had the honor of speaking and giving the prayer of healing and allowing our country to help heal. Yes. So that was a wonderful, wonderful experience. I'm glad I was part of it. I'm glad I saw a lot of young people. I'm glad we're in a space of change. I'm glad we're in a place of folks are sick and tired of being sick and tired. Enough is enough. And it's time for change. And, it's change. I tell people it's so important. It's a lot going on. It's a lot happening. It's so much drama going on. You take it all in, the games that people play. But, we have the power to change if we get at these in the ballot box, and vote. Voting can change a lot of things. I told folks to vote early because they was going to play games. They had the children in Atlanta in lines for 6 hours, 5 hours, 7 hours. They was doing shows. Machines wasn't working. They was throwing them judo chops left and right. They was throwing them plenty of shade. I told the girls, vote early.
Right, May 22nd. Yes.
Vote early, honey. Yes. I knew they was gonna play shade, and machines weren't working, things weren't working. I know what shade is, and I know what shade feels.
So tell me, we are in such an interesting time right now, just because of everything that is going on between coronavirus, the pandemic, between a new civil rights movement that's really been going on forever, but this new all of that, and with everything just crazy that is going on now, girl, who's finding the time for sex? Tell me about that. It is just everything is a lot, girl.
It's a lot of y'all finding sex. Look at Monique's face. Look at your face. You over there saying you having plenty of corona sex. Elcid is having plenty of corona sex. He's under 40, so y'all all.
And I've been pure.
It's the driven snow. Live. All of y'all having sex. I'm having sex, honey, in my mind.
There's a lot of nice men at the march.
It was.
Okay, so the march was giving you the march was giving you eye candy teas as well. Okay, that is nice. You can find a good, strong, moral man to, get a little
or a sexy woman for those who like women.
Yes.
Or those who are into our trans community, because
There we
they were
go.
represented. Because Black Trans Lives Matter, baby.
They do.
And they were there representing, honey, in full effect. I was so proud. All colors, all races. It was like everything was there.
Yes.
You know, it all brings back the diversity and the flavor of sex, folks.
Yes.
Elcid, because you're doing work on the medical field, how are things affecting you? What are people doing? Are the test rates going up? Are people testing more for STIs and STDs? And
so actually, a lot of people aren't going to get tested because a lot of testing places are closed down. However, they are still prescribing medications. So if you have symptoms of things, you can call numbers like the number that I'm gonna put out right now, 202-745-6175. If you have any sexual health questions or if you have any symptoms, you can call that number and they'll help you right along. So that's for Whitman-Walker Health though. So if you're Washington, D.C., Maryland, or Virginia, you can go there.
That's important. They can come and get tested because the children, it's gonna be a lot of babies made.
Yeah,
a lot of babies, a lot of corona babies, and children. And speaking of it, Monique, why you over there batting your eyes, girl?
I was just like, people do need to get tested, but where are they gonna get tested at? Where can we get tested?
Oh my God! By the way, stick a pin. I just want to shout out Monique. I see that you're giving me the same aesthetic. Oh, I just noticed.
Yes.
I just noticed. Welcome to the family. Giving you very. I love it. I love it.
But Monique, you can mail in your samples for some places. Like they'll send you a kit, and you can swab yourself and mail it in.
You can mail in your samples, honey. Oh, what, child? So tell people about the mail-in samples. What you have to do? You have to do a swab.
So if you've had a penis, a cock, or a male organ sex toy in your mouth, you need to swab your mouth. If you've had one in your anus, you need to swab your anus. Everybody pees in a cup, and you send that in, and then they send you your results for gonorrhea and chlamydia. Only those two right now, though.
Okay, well, what about for those women who engage in oral sex? If they have their partner who happens to be pansexual and out there in the world doing a lot of things and having multiple partners.
Swab your mouth too. And
so our sisters, if you're doing oral sex, if you're going downtown, you need to send it uptown. Your test. So
if you're doing anything with somebody other than Miss Hanny right here, you need to go ahead and just swab yourself.
You hear that? What you say, Monique?
How long does that take?
It usually takes about 8 to 10 days.
Okay.
Oh, that's actually pretty.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I wonder, do you get any on your end, Krylios? Are people able to send you messages? Do you see anything on your? Do people send you messages live? I'm talking about while we're doing this because I know.
No! I would have to know. Actually, I would have to go. Actually, I would have to check out the actual YouTube page. But actually, let me do that to see if we
look and see if people send a question. Because I know this is a hot topic about having sex during the corona time, and people need to know.
I know.
Well, I see my tickle box saying there's always time for release. So she's saying that even with these, within these times, there is always time for release. So whether that's by yourself or by someone else, I don't know.
Mutual masturbation with a steady partner, honey. If you having somebody before, doing, and after corona, I say stick with that partner. Stick with that partner because don't be doing no hookups on Grindr and Go Fish, Adam for Adam, and Christian Mingle.
Yeah, girl.
Don't be having no strangers, child.
Yes, child.
Because folks are catfishing people. They don't look like that no more. They using their high school picture. They ain't them. They using their brother picture. Then they get to your door and they give you the knock, and next thing you know, it's form run up in your house. And then they took your flat screen TV, your credit cards, and all that. So, girl,
Damn, just for some oral sex?
Yes, girl. So you got
Girls
to be
are
careful.
shady out here, honey.
You got to be careful because you know they robbing children during the corona time.
Oh.
I think if they're an essential worker, they get a little, a little slack because you get tested or you get checked every day, so it's a little easier. So if you firefighter, police officer, little doctor, nurse, medical care physician, or sanitation worker.
Ain't nothing like a hard-working sanitation worker, honey. Sure, they work hard, honey. My next husband might be pulling in the sanitation department, sure. Girl, child, on that back of that truck ringing, honey. Yes. And I'll be like Claudine in the movie, honey, running out there with my 2 grapefruits.
Oh,
yes, honey. Yes.
I just saw a grapefruit video that was just, I'm gonna send it to you all, yes.
Oh, what is it giving? What is it giving?
Yeah.
Tell us about this grapefruit video. We still got a few minutes, Nikki. Nikki Monique.
So great to be
It was a grapefruit video where you cut the grapefruit in the middle and then you put on the shaft. It looked all good and tasty. But also too, they had one where you took a cucumber and you took out the seeds in the middle and you put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds. And then you had your partner close your eyes and then you jack them off with that cucumber.
Oh, wow.
Well, Nikki, Monique, it sounds like you've tried this.
Monique,
What?
who's buying all this food?
We get free produce from lots of sources. Like, no, just joking.
Monique, if I see you growing vegetables on your balcony, I'm gonna have a double.
But to be tell me, I want to find out from everybody, what is your stance on food in the bedroom? Rayceen.
I think it's enjoyable.
Ooh.
It puts a little spice in your life. You should try some hot sauce too.
Ooh.
And some sweet and sour sauce.
Ooh.
And mumbo sauce. If you're from DC, and mumbo sauce.
Mumbo sauce.
Okay, so has anyone ever done food in the bedroom? What's their go-to?
I've done an orange because I like the smell, and that's about it. Yeah.
Okay.
I like like little juices and like syrup type things, as long as they don't get like really sticky. Yeah, I like little.
It sounds sticky.
I like motion lotion.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
You put it on and rub it on the body and blow on it. It gets hot.
Oh yes.
Oh, okay. Oh yes. Yes.
Is that food though?
No, but it comes in flavors though. It does come in flavors.
Cherry, strawberry, yes, it does.
I mean, it's still kind of like.
But I like food. I like cherries and strawberries and grapes because you can feed your partner that while you're probably riding. You know, if you do the reverse cowgirl, you can be riding and feeding your partner at the same time. And then if you really are riding and you one of them advanced cowgirls and you are now into the rodeo session, you can feed them watermelon while you ride, honey.
Yeah, wow.
And then yes, honey, giddy up, honey. Watermelon while you ride. There's nothing like. And see, you need some. That person needs to have on the boots, the hats, everything. Y'all need to go for the whole effect.
Yes, the whole effect, honey.
I don't know.
Did anybody else anybody watching? They have anything to say? Look at some of our. I know we got some folks because they say, "Child, we don't give them enough time to chime in." What they doing?
Well, they're talking about grapefruit videos, free cucumbers, sound delicious. One person said their go-to is sushi in the bedroom. I see.
Sushi? I just got a sushi machine. Tell me all about it.
Sushi in the bedroom, honey.
How do you guys
I want
feel
any
about
other
sushi
fish in
in
the
the bedroom?
bedroom other than me.
Oh. You want a piece?
Ooh.
But I think that's kind of erotic, sushi.
I think so too. I think so. Why not?
Yes.
Why not?
In that nice roll. Yes.
That's
with some wasabi, Rayceen. You like it hot and spicy.
Awesome. Why you fanning yourself, as said?
Don't bring me no sushi. That's stink up the room.
Oh.
Yeah, I have to say no to sushi as well. I
don't eat sushi. I don't.
California roll.
I eat the vegetarian. I eat the vegetable rolls. I like the vegetable rolls.
I like fried sushi.
Oh, okay.
That's just fried fish.
Whiting.
Okay.
Whiting. Or do you like your fish with bones in it?
See, I like man-made fish, tilapia.
I see. Well, you know where I'm from, we eat fishes whole. You know, yes, the head, the whole thing. Like
I can tell you all. You look like you eat the head.
I love it. I love it. It's my favorite thing. And you know, in Jamaica, they call people like me fish. Like, I'm a fish. You know what I mean?
Okay.
It's a derogatory name for a homosexual man, but I've taken back the power from it being derogatory. And yes, honey.
Elcid said he will not be outdone. He's got his.
I'm giving it to you all.
Well, what is something, you know, as a health provider, Elcid, I know people look to you for a lot of different things, but I know, you know, and folks probably say, should I do this? Should I not do this? What are some of the kinky things that you've done? Maybe one of the most kinkiest things you've tried or wanted to try.
Don't get yourself in trouble.
People watch this. I would say outside.
Oh.
I mean, but no, we have cameras on our house, so.
Are you outside on the hood of a car or outside in the forest?
On my porch. So on my porch, underneath the cameras, it's just for me. It's just a little bit of a, I don't know.
That's why your neighbor is traumatized. That's why she calls the police. Miss Karen be calling the police on you because she's traumatized. She's
you know, I still live at home, so I can't just be having all the trade up and running through the house, girl.
Take a nice drive. Yes.
So your grandmother be sitting up in there, she act like she don't be seeing stuff, and she be at late night, she be like,
it all.
Oh, I've been right next to
it all. Remembering the day.
Listen, it has been so lovely having Elcid and Monique here tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining us. It's been a wonderful first segment. I mean, thank you. Put your hands together for Elcid and Monique.
But let me ask you this before you leave, Elcid. Please give us all the contact information for folks.
Yes,
that's so important.
So if you have any sexual health questions, you can call 202-745-6175. If you have any COVID questions or general questions about how to stay safe during COVID-19, you can call 202-797-4439. And you can also go into our clinic in Southeast, the Max Robinson Medical Center, located at 2301 Martin Luther King Jr. Avenue Southeast, Washington, D.C. 20020.
A question before you go. Whenever the new property opens up in St. Elizabeth, what's going to happen to the Max Robinson Center? Is it going to stay or is it going to be combined?
We actually have a pharmacy that's located next door now that we opened recently that supports it. So you get your prescriptions over here and you go right next door to fill it.
And it's going to stay when the St. Elizabeth one opens up as well, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Awesome. Once again, thank you guys so much. You guys have been amazing. You guys have been amazing. So thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
And so next up, you know her from her many appearances on the Ask Rayceen show, Miss Beverly, Miss Chocolate White. And you also know this one from her Team Rayceen Mukbang and her Team Rayceen One-on-One. And so we want to welcome Miss Nightlife. Oh my God.
Beverly White. They're both coming in, honey.
Yes, honey. We are
honey. Why they coming in? Did anybody have any questions on the side while they coming in? Read some of those questions while they popping in.
Rayceen One-on-One. And there's no questions.
Yeah, no questions? Okay, well, it's going to get hot.
Yes, honey.
It's going to get hot, honey.
Hi, Miss. Hello, Miss Nightlife.
Ooh, Miss Nightlife, honey.
Hello.
MsNightLyfe. It is so great seeing you.
Likewise.
Speaking of seeing you, your new Team Rayceen one-on-one video just premiered on our channel today.
Yes, I have been sharing it everywhere.
Yes, we love it. We love it.
Oh, child. Ain't nothing like a little one-on-one MsNightLyfe, is there? Huh?
Absolutely.
It's so great to see you back. And we've been doing so. Oh, and look, there we go. There is Beverly.
And shoulders.
Yes, honey. Shoulders and halter top.
You know.
Divas are born, not made.
Let me ask you something. Did you and MsNightLyfe plan to give us all this cleavage and shoulders?
Yes.
Everybody giving you. We do that often. Okay. Come on, lipstick.
Let me reapply.
Yes.
Get it together.
Chocolate. We're so glad to have you here, though. It has been a minute since we've had you on. Or
thank you for telling me I'm still sexy and, bringing my sexy back. Because,
come on, fan.
Y'all made a girl take a bath today.
Let's all do a thumbnail together. Let's pose for the thumbnail, guys. Give me your best looks. Feel it. Feel the fantasy. Feel the fantasy. Feel it. Oh, yes. Cheekbones. Yes.
Emoji. Emoji. Speaking of emoji, let me ask you both of this. When it comes to sex, are you verbal or nonverbal?
I'm nonverbal.
I am too. I mean, but it depends. If I come up with a mate, which I have had, and they wanted me to talk because, a lot of people don't want Miss Chocolate to talk. So, if I come across somebody and they say, whisper sweet nasty in my ear, I've been known to do that,
Well, I have checked that question myself. Back in the day, when I was in high school, I went to boarding school. See,
what was that? Yesterday, Blue?
It's years ago. I'm getting up there with the age, But I was told back then, that I was just very loud, and it was dangerous times, we're in the Caribbean doing all this. It's like, you're just.
Then when you're in the Caribbean, in the woods.
Okay.
And we weren't in the woods, but we were.
They didn't want you to call your name.
But I was always told that I was a bit, loud. So I've tried to tone it down over the years, but
honey, don't do it.
You can't help being just a verbal person.
You can't.
Being that verbal, yeah. So I lean into it.
I've been known to make them call their own names, baby.
Oh, come on.
My name has been called a few times,
I make them call their own names.
If you can make them call your name by just giving them head,
call their name.
Something. Just
call their name. I know my name.
Or call their own name.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, child. So, okay. Well, let me ask you this: do you like someone to pull your hair or spank your ass?
Oh no! Don't touch
my ass.
Don't touch a black girl's hair there. No, wait a minute, baby. I pay too much for this hair down there. That's what you're not gonna do. Is touch my hair.
What you not gonna do? You better tell them.
What you not gonna do is touch my hair. You can spank me a little bit, but there are rules. I get to hit back. So
how are you hitting back, Chocolate?
It probably ain't the same way they hit me. Let me just say that I've never been asked to do it twice.
Ooh. But we were talking about positions. So earlier we was talking about the reverse cowgirl. So this is for MsNightLyfe. Have you ever been in the reverse cowgirl position?
I have.
Oh, did she say that? Ooh.
Okay, I'm gonna take 1 second, guys. Wait a minute. I gotta move 1 second. Miss Nightlife, I'm gonna need to know about them Cowboys.
And you know, me being a Dallas native, I can tell you all about the Cowboys.
Tell us about it. Tell us about the reverse.
Tell us about
have you ever dressed up in a cowgirl outfit? Tell us all about it.
No, I have not dressed up in a cowgirl outfit, but I absolutely shall. And you
so you're into the dressing up. Tell us about that. What have you dressed up as?
You know, usually something that's easily accessible and falls off like rope.
So you're into role play. Are you do you know role play in that way?
I have. It's not a, you know, that's like a special occasions. It's Christmas type of thing.
Ooh,
okay, I'm back because I'm sitting in my bathroom all this light. So, honey, mother needed to go get a fan.
Shade of it all.
Okay.
Shade of it.
Well, hold your thoughts. So right now we pumping tea from Miss Nightlife.
I want to hear her tea.
Yes, her tea. She's been telling us about some of her role plays, some of her reverse position.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna sip on that. Go ahead.
What about handcuffs?
Yes, I like the fuzzy ones. You know, it gives a little tickle.
Oh, okay. Anybody else ever gotten into that restraining? During anybody else on this call ever done a little bit of?
No, I've been asked, but I couldn't do the little Harriet Tubman thing. So I just
What Harriet Tubman thing? What Harriet Tubman thing?
Baby.
You cannot be tying me up and stuff. I don't trust. It's a trust thing.
Well, you could have played Harriet Tubman, and you could have been running to the Underground Railroad chair, and you could have been running to the North. And then you could have met your husband in the North, a free man, and y'all could have been playing, he's my free man, I'm a free woman. And now
you make it sound so good. Where were you then, huh?
But Miss Chocolate, I heard a little birdie told me that you have some questions for us tonight, honey.
Well, I had asked to submit questions.
All right, so, well, give us the questions you have first.
Okay, so I submitted questions that had more to do, with my thought process and coming up. And one of the questions, I didn't even pull it up, was when was the first time you had sex? When was the first time you had good sex? And when was the first time you realized you did not want heterosexual sex?
Okay.
Girl, that's a whole lot. Okay, well, we're going to start with Miss Nightlife, then we're going to take it to Krylios, and then I might answer, and then we're going to take it back to you.
Okay.
Miss Nightlife, what was the first question?
The first question was when did you have sex? When was the first time you had sex?
I was very, very young the first time I had sex. Now, so I'll say the first time I had sex that it was enjoyable and I knew what was happening. Ooh. I was probably 18, 19.
Oh, that's late.
Yeah, but that wasn't the first time.
But that was good sex because you were in control, I'm sure.
Right. So the second time you wanted it, I'm talking about the first time. Was it good? Did you want it? Were you prepared?
I wanted it, but because I was so young, it was, it was just.
Well, how old were you then?
I was 11.
Oh, well, now I see why she said it was not necessarily enjoyable.
Right, you were a child and you didn't.
I was a child. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. This not that show. We're not gonna do that. That's my show.
Well, it wasn't abuse. The kid was my age too. We both were,
Oh, okay. You were just one of the fast tail girls.
Yes, I was. I knew very early.
That's when the fast tail girl smelling herself.
No, we're not going to say that.
You see how I got all sympathetic and stuff? See, no fast tail girl.
Okay, well, what about
over there anyway?
Well, what about you, Krylios? When was your first time?
The first time I was 16, almost 17, just about to become 17. The first time it was good. was 17, and the first time was bad. I was not prepared. It was not supposed to be a thing. And I told myself, no, I was like, oh my God, people do this. Like, it was so bad. And so I said I would never.
And it was same sex? It was same sex?
Yes, but
okay.
I wasn't, I really didn't know the ins and outs of it, I thought I did, but I really did not. And I was like, oh girl, this is not the tea. So I said I would never do it again until the next year. So when I was 17 now, I'm almost 18, I said, I was like, okay, let's try it again. But this time I was prepared and I knew what the tea was.
Well, have you, okay, well, this is a part B.
Okay, well, wait a minute, Miss Chocolate. When was your first time?
Okay, my first time was, all my friends were doing it in Brooklyn, New York. I had little fast tail girlfriends. So I was like, I think I was like 16, 17. So they were all doing it and they were all laughing at me because I was a virgin and why wasn't I doing it? Because they were hoes. And so I said, well, okay, this one little guy, he was cute, bow-legged. And so I said, well, okay, I'll do it. It was horrible. What the fuck is this? And why are y'all doing it? Who does this? Okay, I'm gonna need to have a baby some other kind of way because this shit can't go in me no more, So then I waited again. The second time I had sex with a man, I was 24 years old. And so I just was like, again, okay, this is what y'all want to do. And I got pregnant the first time I had sex with him. So I was like, okay, I'm 24. If I don't have a baby now, I ain't gonna have it. So that's how Rashida came. Because I was like, okay, my mom was like, have a baby. I was okay. But I hated it. And so I did go with a man again when she was about 13. I was 36. He was 22. His mom hated my guts over in Southeast, honey. I worked his nerves. But then I was like, he was okay, but I was like, I don't really like all this pounding and carrying on and stuff and all this. What the hell is this about? So I said, then, because at 6 now, I missed the point at about 7, I spent the night with a girlfriend down south named Shirley, and we bumped pussies all night. I was 7. So, honey, I think I just knew I love bumping pussies more than I knew. I wanted all this ramification and stuff. I was just like, okay, what the hell is this about? I can't. It's nasty. It's this. And then you want me to touch it and kiss it? Okay, no. This is what we're not going to do. So I actually didn't have, the last time I had sex with a man, I was like 25 and I'm 67.
Oh wow!
I knew.
Well, I've never had sex with any other gender.
That's what I was going to ask you before that. Yeah, have you ever had sex with a? Yeah.
I've never had sex with any other genders except mine. So
now, did your mom have you? Because there's a word for you that I learned on Andy Cohen. There's a word.
It's called a gold star gay. It's called a gold star.
Yeah, did your mom have a cesarean?
Well, that one is a platinum star gay, and that is if your mom had a cesarean. That means you never.
Yeah, that means that you never.
But I've never. But no, my mom did not have a cesarean.
Oh, okay.
But I must point out that it is said, those terms are a bit, they're problematic in some way, shape, or form. So,
okay.
No, I didn't take it on the negative.
I know, but we just want to, yeah. I've never been with a woman. I've never.
Okay, well, let me answer.
Well, honey, you want to?
I have no desire to. I have
now,
no
yours
desire.
Is powder now. It's all old. Dr. Kelly.
I was talking about mine. I got it on speed now.
Yeah, I have no desire to. Honestly, and actually, so this is a great story. When I was in college, when I was in college, I said before college, I needed to do something with a woman once. No, I just never had it in me to actually sleep with once. I was like, maybe I could just get into the art of cunnilingus a little bit. So I was like, maybe I should do that before leaving college. But girl, when the situation, came around, I was just not up to it. I could not do. The most I've done is like make out with a girl, but I've never like done.
Did you go to second base?
Which is touching. What second was for straight people? I don't know what second base is for men and women. I don't.
I laughed when I said it.
So that means he didn't go there. So
Yes.
let me ask you this: did anybody chiming in on any? Do we got any feeds or any answers or any questions on the side? Because I know a few people might want to say something. Anybody saying anything? While you're checking, I'll tell you about my first time. Mine first time of having sex was in the Garden of Eden.
Oh my God!
Is that why we going through all
It was
this?
with Adam and Eve.
Come on, Adam and Eve.
I was having them both, honey, and I was not the serpent.
Someone is very surprised by someone is very surprised by Miss Chocolate saying pussy bumping. What is pussy bumping?
Oh, they don't know what pussy bumping is.
Explain.
That's about pussy bumping.
That's because they are doing it. Everybody. That's first base. Pussy bumping.
First base.
Yeah, actually, I mean, you start. It's a little friction. You're rubbing it together.
Yes.
It's like grasping, and then it turns into intense sex.
Exactly.
Let me ask a question here for the women who love women. Because I've heard, multiple different perspectives on this and different opinions and different takes. But settle it once and for all. Is scissoring a thing?
No, not for me.
I know. What the hell is that? What do you mean?
A lot of fucking work.
Bumping pussies. No, anybody got time for that?
Explain.
That means you tried it. So that means you've tried it before, MsNightLyfe, and it was not worth it.
Yeah, at 10, at 11. She tried it at 11.
No.
It wasn't with a dude. I mean, it wasn't. I didn't have sex with a girl at 11.
Yeah, but yeah,
I know. I was teasing.
Yeah. So MsNightLyfe, so tell us about. So you said, okay, let's see what scissoring is giving. And
I mean, well, I'm open to many things, and so when it was requested, I'm like, sure, but then it was just like, yeah, no, I never orgasmed this way, so it's a total waste of my time.
But for those who don't know what scissoring is, explain it, Krylios.
It's a really like a.
I mean, I'm not a woman who loves women, but
Okay.
as far as I know,
So scissoring to me, that has come a lot in my path and in my life, and knowing that it's a lot of positions that a lot of so-called aggressive women would take. They go around real hardcore and real, because I like aggressive women. So now you're thinking you're getting this aggressive person, they're going around like a little quarterback, but then when you get them home in the bed, they little fucking cheerleaders, excuse the expression, but they little cheerleaders. So now they still get off on the bumping pussies friction. So now they want to do the scissoring because now they think now that they can align themselves to now head on head action. But a real dyke don't need to do that.
Okay, but what is scissoring for you, Jeanette, at MsNightLyfe, and why is it too much work?
Because it's like the thing with sex for me is the closeness of it all. And so in order to scissor, in the way that it was introduced to me, it's like we're opposites of each other. It's
we're talking 69.
Well, it's not even that, but it's like odd angles at the bed, and it's like somebody has to be up and actually moving, guiding the movements. And so
I never had that, boo.
It's just a
What's
lot
her
of
name?
I don't like all that.
Yeah,
What's
it's
her
too
name?
much. You like it more? Do you like it more gentle, Miss Nightlife, and then becoming more erotic and more
Yeah,
sexual?
Yes,
be
we're on
gentle
that the
with
same.
me. I am fine chocolate, so
Yeah.
unwrap me slowly.
Yes,
Savor.
yes. And then take me to the higher ground. Yeah.
It's
like
a
that.
build up. And so
Yeah.
I don't want all of that pumping and sweating and you shaking.
Yes, you're like me. Yes, I don't know. But I've had some freaky, the men that I have had, the freakiest one I've had, I had this old white man.
Oh.
I was doing one of them times. I think the story is like equivalent to a stripper or something, and you need to make that money, and I had this little child that I had to feed and stuff, right?
So, you had a sugar daddy.
Honey,
no,
he wasn't even a sugar daddy. I've had sugar daddies when I worked at the post office. I had a sugar daddy that I just went, I need gas in my car and got $200. So I've had a sugar daddy. This old white man, when I started working in Georgetown, and he came, I met him actually at some affair, black tie affair. And he just came on to me, and I worked in Georgetown, and he came, I must have told him because he came to the store and gave me his number and all this stuff. And he lived in Georgetown. And so he was like, can I take you out? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, yes, sir. So we go out, eat, and go back to his place. And he looks at me and he put all this money on the table. And I was like, what the fuck you want me to do? Which I was looking at the money because, don't let me, I'm going to get the money. He wanted me to pee on him. Oh. There was no sex. There was no nothing. He just wanted me to pee on him. Okay.
Did you do it?
Oh, I had just drank. I wanted to pee when I got to the damn house. So I was like, that's all I gotta do is pee. Oh, okay, because I already done heard my shit don't stink. So my stuff is smelling good and stuff. So I've already been told that. So honey, he got hooked. This man used to call me almost every week to come pee on him. And then when he was like, he had all of this reefer and all of this stuff. And I wasn't really a reefer smoker, but he had it in baggies and he was a big shot, rich white guy. And his name was George.
But don't say no more. Don't put him out there, girl. Don't put him out there.
He probably dead now. He was 80 then. Shit. I was like 30.
Oh.
So we talking.
It's been decades.
35 years ago. Okay, we talking 35 years ago. And I'm sure I am not the only person that have peed on him. Please, okay, George, come on now. But I mean, I hope he's well and being pissed on. But. I'm a Virgo, so I am really a quiet, prude person for real. But people see this personality at 60 plus. This wasn't this personality at 30 plus and at 20s. But I was a very quiet, prudish kind of, I was very conservative, but people thought I was different because they saw chocolate, where Beverly, was a prude. So sometimes they would come to me with stuff and thinking I'm doing stuff, and I would be screaming inside going, what the fuck is this freaky shit? And I would just play along with it and stuff, or go with it or not go back and play with them. So, but I really like simple, romantic, touchy, feely. Yeah, I don't like all that rough stuff. No, but I've done it,
I'm sure you have.
I have.
Well, Miss Nightlife, do you find sexually, are there two dual sides of you? Is there a dual side to Jeanette opposed to Miss Nightlife?
Yes.
Yeah. See?
Yes. I wouldn't call Miss Nightlife an alter ego, but who I am on stage or when I'm performing is absolutely not who I am at home or in the bedroom. I'm quite the opposite many times. And so, when Miss Nightlife shows up in an intimate exchange, it's pleasurable, but she likes to stay asleep. Unless she's paid. Miss Nightlife likes to be paid.
Yeah. And see, MsNightLyfe, let me ask you this, because I've had this experience a lot. Because we go out there, we on stage, we have this persona. Like you say, it's not an alter ego, but it's my persona. This is my stage. This is my, okay. And we put that on when we come out to go on stage. So I have had people that are attracted to that, fall in love with me on that, want to be with me on that, and this and all that. And they can make you feel schizophrenic or down there, because now they want chocolate. They want MsNightLyfe. They don't want Beverly. It's like, who the hell is this bitch? No, bring back chocolate. So they want that. And so a lot of times that stops a lot of relationships, because it's like, they're both me. I'm not a separate person. They're both me, but it's like, this is me. I can't be on stage at home with somebody.
How about you, Krylios? Do you find that people, when they meet you, it's like, oh, you're Krylios. I know who you are. I see you all the time. And then it's like, do you find there's two sides of you now?
Well, I mean, I'm a Gemini, so there's always been two sides to me.
Ooh,
indeed.
And
okay,
I give off a specific
they can be evil as hell.
I give off a specific persona, a specific aesthetic, which I will say is very close to who I am privately. Actually, I will say, seeing me on stage and just meeting me and stuff like that, you do get a big part of who I am privately. But there is another side, I would say, to me that in different situations, in extraordinary situations, that it's maybe different and not the Krylios that people necessarily know or think they know.
Right.
Yeah,
right.
But I will say, I'm very open in the way how I speak, about sex and sexuality and sensuality, because I believe, one has to be very sex positive. And, I grew up in an environment where I was taught not to be sex positive. When I had to hide my sexuality, and therefore speaking about sex in general would have been a no-no, because my sexuality, what all of that, enraptures, was seen as taboo. So, being here now and being able to live life more freely and more open, I'm much more sex positive and very open, with just saying stuff and giving it out there. So, there's not much that you're not seeing unless you sleep with me. Then you just get, a whole new world.
Yeah.
That's just a whole new world. It's a whole new wonderland for those who've had the pleasure. For those who've had the pleasure, Not many can say that, but the few who can.
Well, they shouldn't at your age. They shouldn't. They should not.
Okay, well, and before, I know we're going to wind down shortly. Do we have anybody, because I want to make sure that we interact now, because even though we're on YouTube Live, people have questions, or people might want to say anything. Krylios, is anything, or people kind of take it back, or what's happening on your end?
Well, I am on the YouTube, and everyone is just giving their compliments there. Please follow at please follow at It's Krylios on Instagram and Twitter. Everyone's just having fun reacting to what we're saying.
Good. So
quarterback, church, but no questions.
Okay, so what we like to do I think we're gonna, I like the way this is flowing. So folks who are watching us on YouTube, we want to interact with you more. So from this point on, we want to make sure if there's something you want to chime in, chime in.
Call me. You want my number? Call me.
So let me ask you, what's the little game that we played one time? Is that fuck, kill, or marry?
Marry.
Oh, yeah.
Marry, fuck, kill.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's play that before we close out.
Okay.
All right.
These are celebrity people or
celebrities? They're celebrities. Marry, fuck, or kill.
All right, pick them from different categories. Give us a category of celebrities. Let's say. All right, the category is black actors. Okay. Black legendary actors. So fuck, marry, kill. All right.
And when you say actors, are you talking gender free, or are you talking men?
Whoever, honey. Whoever.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of three actors. Somebody give me three actors.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you who I would marry, fuck, or kill.
Okay, go ahead.
I would marry Denzel Washington. I'd fuck Boris Kodjoe, and I would kill probably
Well, I mean, it's a wide open space. I wanted to
I
give
would probably kill T.I. because he's crazy. He's cute, but he's crazy.
Well, he's a family man. Okay. Okay, what about you, Nightlife? Oh, I'm taking over. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Krylios.
No, let MsNightLyfe go ahead.
Yeah,
Okay, so I would probably marry Oprah.
Okay.
That bitch ain't marrying nobody.
She wanna marry Gail, but we ain't talking about
But
that.
okay. She ain't 80.
Ouch.
I would probably fuck right now in this day and time. I would probably fuck the little young girl from she played on Empire. She was the little rapper.
Taraji P. Henderson.
No, she talking about the little young one.
It's not her. It's the little dark-skinned one.
Yes, Bree.
Oh, the one
She
who was
talking
her
about Bree.
assistant.
She talking about the little dyke Bree.
Bree, yes.
Okay.
I knew who she talking about. She was on my list too, girl. You know I like them little dykes.
And I would kill R. Kelly. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let me say so. All right. Let me throw out 3 people. Then I will throw out 3 people. And Beverly, you pick one to fuck, one to marry, one to kill.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to throw out 3 people.
Okay.
Michelle Obama, Beyonce, and Queen Latifah.
Okay. So I would marry.
Michelle.
Gotta marry Michelle.
Oh, Michelle. That bitch look like she take care of me. She from the south side of Chicago. So I would fuck that dyke Queen Latifah to death. We're gonna do scissor hands, Edward Scissorhands. We're gonna do all that shit. And then I guess I would have to kill Beyonce after I pull her down.
The beehive is gonna come for you, honey.
I don't care about her. I want to fuck her mama. I don't want her. So yes, that's who I would do. I would marry Michelle. I will fuck Queen Latifah, and I would have to kill that big beehive bitch. Yeah.
Ooh. All right. So
I take her money.
Okay. Who you, Krylios?
All right. So I don't know. Somebody give me 3.
Oh yeah, you give 3 people. Okay.
Marsh Chestnut.
Okay.
Colin Kaepernick.
Okay.
And Kanye West.
Okay, so easy. Kill Kanye West, marry Kaepernick, fuck Chestnut. There we go.
There you go.
Who you gonna marry? Oh, Kaepernick.
Yeah, Kaepernick, of course, honey.
He ain't got no money. You might as well fuck him. He ain't got no money now. He ain't got no job.
That's fine. He stands up for what is right. That is fine.
He gonna have you out there marching up
He stands up for what is
street.
right. He stands up for.
He gonna have you out there marching and stand Black Power and all that shit. Ain't nobody got time for that.
I do. I have all the time for it. So
he ain't got no money.
I don't care about that. I don't need all that. I love what
your aunties do.
I live for what she's giving me. I live for what she's giving me. So I would marry him.
Okay.
Chestnut, kill Kanye because she.
I love it. Honey.
Okay. Rayceen, you did.
I already did. I went first, darling. Okay.
Well, guys, before we go, I want MsNightLyfe. You know, do you want to give us anything before we go? How can people follow you? How can give us a whole thing about that? And same Miss Chocolate. So go ahead, Miss.
Okay.
Well, I believe that I was expected to do a poem of sorts, and so
very good.
I'll give a little bit. I am an absolute fan of cunnilingus, and so this is a poem about that. I know that I've been selfish discussing things you do to me. So allow me to humble myself and verbalize how I talk to the pussy. I answer every time she calls, like dialing 911 on a rotary phone. It's pulsating. The pulse in her breath uncontrolled by orgasmic sensations articulated by the use of comma, in a series of breakfast, lunch, and dinner, desperately seeking sustenance promise of 3 meals a day, snacks in between. Nothing, and I do mean nothing, can keep me from the cream of my hostess. So forgive me if it becomes uncomfortable for you to know that when the pussy spoke, I obliged this request and left the pussy stoked by foreshadowed displays of my tongue stroke around and around 360 degrees at right angles, up and down, in and out. The conversation your pussy has with my mouth is entangled in the question marks in your back. Now your participle is dangling, ready to contract, nostalgic like it's your first time. And when I'm finished talking to pussy, you believe that I can turn water into wine. Yes, I sucks the shit out of a clit like Superhead sucks dick. It's simply amazing that your nature rise before I spread those thighs, anticipating what awaits. My fingers lingering, shedding light in places where there is no time and no space. And surprisingly, I enjoy when the pussy speaks, seeking me for the release of your hidden freak. So the next time that I get on my box talking about the way you make my pussy rock, remind me that no pussy nowhere should suffer. And I'll humble myself once again and make the pussy shudder in exchange of dialogues and body walks. So anytime you want to, you can call me. I promise. I'll make the pussy talk.
Yeah! Make it talk, girl. Woo, child.
Y'all can follow me.
We love it. We love it. We love it.
Thank you.
Beverly, you're muted. Beverly, you're muted.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I had a poem too.
Come on.
Mine is, what the fuck MsNightLyfe said. She said what she said, what she said, what she said. That's a poem about what she said, what she said, what she said. And that's what she said. I like what she said. She said what she said.
Yes, girl. Yes. Listen, we are so glad that you guys came out tonight. This was so fun. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Thank you, MsNightLyfe.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure. And thank you, Miss Chocolate.
MsNightLyfe, why have I not played with you before? You seem to be. I think I see you when I look in the mirror. This chocolate madness here.
You know it is. Yes, indeed.
What the hell? I'm gonna have, honey. Okay, you know what? Fuck this pandemic, because we got to go out here and keep blowing these people's minds and stuff. Because you said what you said. You said what I wanted to say. I mean, what?
We love you. We love you guys.
We love y'all
so much. Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Good night.
Oh my God, that was so fun. That was so fun. That was so fun.
Please follow Beverly White. Please follow
Jeanette,
aka MsNightLyfe. Please follow them on all forms of social media.
Yes, and before we go, let's just go down through our shameless plugs one last time. Join Rayceen Pendarvis for Music Mondays at 12 noon Eastern on Facebook Live. Also, join us once again in 2 weeks' time right here on YouTube for Tantalizing Tuesdays with Rayceen Pendarvis at 11 p.m. Eastern. And once again, Read a Book Wednesdays with Rayceen Pendarvis at 12 noon Eastern on Facebook Live, because reading is what? Fundamental. And make sure that you join us for every first Wednesday while the Ask Rayceen show is on temporary hiatus. We come again, we like coming, on July 1st. And make sure that you go ahead, like, share, subscribe, comment, push that notification bell right here. So get to the channel, subscribe, right here and click the notification bell. Thank you guys so much. We have so much things on our YouTube channel and we want to see that subscriber count go up. So please go ahead and do that. Don't forget to follow us on our social media at Team Rayceen on Twitter, Team Rayceen on Facebook, Team Rayceen on Instagram, and go to our Eventbrite page to find out what the latest Team Rayceen production is. Of course, and follow our Rayceen fans or TR Media Promotions and the Ask Rayceen Show social media channels. And don't forget, donations are appreciated. We love it. We love it. We love it. We love it. Give us more donation. Give it to us. Give it to us. Yes. Give it to us. Give it to us. Yeah. Cash App. It is hashtag Ask Rayceen. PayPal askrayceen@gmail.com. We love the promotions. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. So before we go out, Rayceen, close us out.
Oh, child, what is the word? Live. Live your best possible life.
Mm-hmm.
Never let what's happening around you steal your light, steal your joy. Live your best possible life. Live, walk in freedom, walk in light, and live, live, live.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. We love that. So, bye, guys. Have a wonderful night. See you again next time for Tantalizing Tuesdays. Don't forget the Cash App. Ask Rayceen. Bye.